As a young man very much on the rise in Australian kickboxing, I speak of Tass Tsitsiras.
My name's Tass Tsitsiras. I train at a Sting gym in Dandenong. I've had 30 plus fights now, and I've been training for probably since I was in grade 4, so since I was about 10 years old. I always used to get myself into trouble. I didn't want to do anything. I was a lazy kid. I was in the PE class, and my school teacher had he kind of put the pressure on me. Come on, I bet you can't run this lap. And I go, yeah, I bet I can. And I did it. And then after that, I kept doing it more and more and more. And then once I started doing kickboxing, I dropped a lot of weight, all that baby fat and that, and then started getting into it more. And then it wasn't like I was training for me. It was just as I was having fun. I didn't even realise what the fitness stuff and all that about. I still used to go eat whatever I wanted. Just used to drop a lot of weight because I used to train so hard. It's sort of the martial arts. It gave you respect, you know what I mean? It stopped you from getting into trouble and stuff like that. So that was good for me. Bullying was a thing that I used to get a lot, you know what I mean? But it wasn't like I'd get bullied and then just back down. I'd get bullied, but then that's what would get me into the fight. Because I was getting bullied, I'd fight straight away. So that was just in me. I always used to get tested. You know, most fights I lost when I was younger, but then I started training in that, and I didn't lose too many after that. I started to get serious when it started to take time out of my working life and time out of my normal life, because I started to learn a bit more about nutrition and training hours and that. So I think I got serious about 18, 19 when I met up with my predominant trainer now, Bill Nikolakos. Yeah. I'm in training at the moment for my fight next week, which is against Boy. He's a Thai and living in Australia and training here. And yeah, I don't know too much about him, but yeah, we're just going to treat the fight like any other fight against the Thai and work out distance. And I've heard from a few people who's good fighters, had a few fights, and that's how Thais are. They have a lot of fights behind them and experience. And yeah, we'll just kind of work it out within there. It doesn't faze me. I'll work it out. I always do. I don't have too much thoughts before a fight. I'm really comfortable. You know what I mean? Probably too comfortable. I'm not nervous or anything like that. I'm ready to go. Can't wait to get in there. But you can't really, if you set yourself a plan, you know, you might go wrong in there, and then you got to change it up. So it's best to kind of stick to something basic and then work it out when you're in there. The 2 weeks before the fight, you know where your fitness is at, and you feel flying, you know what I mean? All my mates that I don't see very often, they all come there to support me. That's one of the best parts about it, you know what I mean? Because you know they're right behind you, and then you see the pictures and you don't realise, but they're right there, you know what I mean? And you don't realise because you've got that tunnel vision.
There's about half a dozen fighters now, probably more, that are thereabouts the same level. I've seen fighters for a long time who are nervous wrecks at this stage of a fight. Tass sits here on his phone selling tickets, texting people, and we just kick back here and have a laugh. So that's a form of mental toughness. Like, he knows he's got to go in the ring in about half an hour or so and just take care of business. So we don't need to sit here and sweat and panic and do anything except take our best in there and just let the other corner panic. I was a little bit strict at the start with game plans and studying fighters and stuff like that. Now, I think Tass has stepped it up to the point now where I think his opponents have to worry about him more than he has to worry about them. I think we could just go out there and bring our A game and let everyone else worry about us. His preparation for tonight has been like probably the best it's ever been. 3 weeks in Thailand, training 3 times a day. He's come back that fit that he's probably overfit. He peaked about like 2 weeks ago, was flying, so I had to sort of like calm him down a bit and then get him to like plateau and then peak again for tonight. So we're happy with it now. So the only thing we know about him is a couple of blokes that have been around the sport for a long time reckon he's dangerous. He's a dangerous opponent, so we just got to be wary of him.
when I walk out, for everyone else, it might feel like a roar and everything. For me, it's like silence. I come out there and everything slows down. I see the ring and I see the lights and I see that one guy in the corner. It's just boom, like quiet. Fighting for me, it's something that's inside of me. Do you know what I mean? It's from a young kid to, it's always been in there. But I've never had a problem. I've always been comfortable. I've always known what to do. It's something that I reckon you're born with, or it's in your bloodline. Or I didn't even know my family had martial arts background, and then I started doing it, and I found out from my dad that he was a boxer. So for me, it's probably just in me. You know what I mean?
A fighter's journey, the thought process inside and outside of the ring, it's a very different world you crazies live in.
Well, Andy, the fight sometimes happens before the event. The highs, the lows, the doubting of yourself, the dieting, the injuries you have to overcome. There's a journey there that starts 8-10 weeks before the event. And many fighters travel that road, but not many people have the insight of what actually happens, and that's just a small part of that fighter's journey. Many fighters have suggested over the years in all forms of combat sport, when you step through the ropes if you're going to win or lose more times than not, even before a punch has been thrown. Exactly, and we've interviewed and spoken to a lot of fighters before the actual main event or what have you, and you'll go, I don't think he's going to win this because their mindset isn't right. Maybe they've had personal issues, whatever it might be. If they take that anywhere near their ring, anywhere near that fight, they might as well not step over the ropes.